Assalamu alaikum. This is your host Nosheen and welcome back to Journey to Jannah. This is episode 6 of the Becoming a Muslim Girl series, a series I created to help all my fellow beautiful Muslim sisters become the women of their dreams. In today's episode, we'll delve into the art of creating your perfect night routine, since we talked about creating our perfect morning routine in our last episode. I felt like this would just tie both of them together. As Muslim women, it's crucial to prioritize our self-care in nurturing our souls and in establishing a peaceful and rejuvenating evening ritual. A well-planned night routine not only allows us to unwind after having a long day, but it also enables us to take care of ourselves and to prepare for a restful night's sleep, both physically and spiritually. So throughout this episode, I'll share valuable insights, practical tips, and Islamic wisdom that will guide you in crafting a night routine tailored to your own needs and aspirations. We'll explore various aspects, including self-care practices, spiritual rituals, and methods to promote tranquility and balance in your evenings. So grab a pen and paper, a notebook, open your notes app, whatever it is you use to write, so that you can create your perfect routine while you're listening to this. To start our night routine, we are going to be disconnecting at 8 o'clock. By disconnect, I mean putting your phone down and any other electronics, not going on it after this time. And I call this disconnecting because through it, you are able to shift your focus inward and dedicate time solely to yourself by disconnecting from the outside world. I found that this really helps in creating a more peaceful atmosphere for myself. I'm not constantly just on my phone checking who's texting me and texting back, scrolling through social media, checking comments and whatnot. It really helps in keeping my mind calm and centered, and I'm able to actually focus on my routine. Make sure to place your phone in a designated spot away from your immediate reach where you can't see it, and also put it on DND. This physical separation will make it so that the temptation to go on your phone is reduced, and because your phone is on DND, it will make you less likely to pick up your phone because of a notification that you get. And just a side note, you don't have to do the rest of your night routine right after you disconnect. I just feel like getting off of your social media or just your phone just makes your brain a lot calmer, and there's honestly no need to scroll. So now that we have disconnected for the night, we are going to fully submerge ourselves into self-care. The first thing that we're going to do, light a candle. This helps set the mood, and it makes everything just so much calmer. Turning off your main light and then also turning on your fairy lights and any other sources of ambient lighting. This serves to further calm the mood and then just create a very warm and inviting space for us. Now that we've set the tone, we will start our night by cleaning our space. A clean and organized environment promotes a sense of calm and tranquility, and it allows us to unwind more effectively. So start by tidying up any clutter or items that are out of place, put away any clothes, clear off your surfaces, and make sure that everything is in its designated spot. As you clean, you'll notice that your physical and mental space opens up, and you're creating a more peaceful atmosphere for yourself. I'm a big believer that the environment you place yourself into is a reflection of who you are. By consciously cleaning our physical space, we are cleaning our inner selves. Taking the time to clean and organize our space is not only about just cleaning up, it's about creating a positive and comfortable environment for us to be able to thrive in. After we have tidied up our space, we are going to be moving on to hygiene. I know some like to take their showers in the morning, so if that's you, obviously don't incorporate it into your night routine. But if you do take your showers at night, include that here. We're also going to be including skincare here. I don't care if you take a shower in the morning. You're gonna do skincare now because that is so important. We should all have a skincare routine by now for our skins to make sure to take care of it, whether it's just like a moisturizer or you have an actual step-by-step, like a cleanser, a serum, a moisturizer, like whatever it is. Just have a skincare routine that suits your skin, and that's because we are supposed to be taking care of it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us a body, and we are supposed to be taking the utmost care of it. So we should be taking the time out of our day to be able to take care of ourselves properly. While we're doing this, make sure to do wudu, because you don't want to have all of your skincare done and then remember you need to do wudu and then you to pray, and then you do your wudu and then your skincare just like comes off because the water. That's literally the worst feeling ever. So don't forget to do wudu before you do your skincare. Next, we're gonna do Isha prayer. So I know that prayer times is different for everyone. Maybe prayer time for you for Isha is at like 10 o'clock, and that's the last step of your routine because you're gonna pray right at 10 and then go to sleep right afterwards. Whenever the time comes and whenever like you feel is the best time to put it into your routine, put it in then. But just a rule of thumb, the earlier you pray a prayer, the more hasanat you will get. So just try and pray it as early as you can. After we're gonna pray, we're going to recite Quran. So reciting Quran daily is a habit that all of us should be making. And even if it's just like reciting 1 or 2 ayats and then reading the English meaning and then wondering about the tafsir about it and just trying to understand the Quran, whatever it is, you should be reading Quran. So try to add that somewhere into your routine. And then after that, doing dua. In dua, like the best thing that I have found is just talking to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the soul. Talk to him and, explain that you're grateful for what he's given to you. Explain that you're grateful for all the blessings that he's given you. And, talk to him. I have these problems in my life, can you please help me fix them? Can you guide me on how to fix them? There's so much that you can ask from Allah, and I feel like we don't take advantage of dua enough because we're just basically having a conversation. Obviously prayer itself is a conversation with Allah, but when you're making dua, you can say essentially whatever it is that you want. You can pour your whole entire heart out, cry your heart out, and then explain to him what you're feeling, and that feeling of telling him everything that's going on. And then at the end, it feels so good to have everything out and telling your creator what's been going on and explaining your emotions. And it gives you a kind of peace that venting to anyone else, it's so different than that. When you do that with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's such a different feeling, and I would 100% recommend all of you do that. Literally just, reflect on your day, reflect on the good things that you've done, the bad things that you've done, assess the actions that you've done. And, we do all this to strive for self-improvement so you can improve the next day. You can see yourself raw and, see again the good and the bad that you have done. And then after that, we are going to go on to more self-care rituals. Obviously, prayer in itself is a form of self-care, but I'm talking about doing face masks or journaling or reading a book and just engaging in any activity that helps you relax. You can incorporate these activities to get you right in the mood of actually going to sleep if you're not already tired enough. You can do this before you actually pray. I find it best that I pray and then just go to sleep right afterwards. But again, whatever works for you, put it in whatever order you feel like is best. Now, before turning off the lights, let us take a moment to reflect and express gratitude for a last time. Grab a journal or a piece of paper and write down 3 things that you are grateful for from the day. And this is because focusing on gratitude can really shift your mindset to a more positive outlook of life and foster a sense of actual contentment. Because I feel like a lot of us just focus on negativity and all the bad things that have happened to us. Let's focus on the good. Let's focus on the things that we have to be grateful for. It reminds us that we have so many blessings in our life and small joys, and even in the middle of when you're going through something hard, there's so many good things happening. So by cultivating gratitude, you invite abundance and appreciation into your hearts, and it helps you just be a more positive, happy, content person overall. So now that we've done all of that, we have just one more thing to do, and that is by ending our night by making a sincere intention to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to wake us up for Fajr prayer. And wallahi, it is the best way to wake up for Fajr. Like, it's better than an alarm. You just have to sincerely ask Allah, please wake me up for Fajr. Please help me wake up for Fajr. And Allah will wake you up before your alarm, even if you're like someone who has a hard time waking up for Fajr. This is because you're asking for Allah Almighty's help in doing something, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will obviously 100% help you. Remember, the most important aspect of any routine is being consistent in it, and your intention. Your intention needs to be pure. So tailoring your night routine to your personal preferences and needs while keeping your ultimate goal of seeking closeness to Allah in mind is very important. Don't take everything I'm saying in here and, if it doesn't fit the lifestyle that you want, or, it just doesn't fit you as a person, don't force yourself to go to it and adhere to it. Change the routine to something that fits you. With that, thank you for joining me on this episode of Journey to Jannah, and I hope through it you were able to create your perfect night routine. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. This is my personal Instagram at the Desi Royal. I'll have it written in the description. Follow me for updates of this podcast and for just updates on my life in general. Remember, a well-planned night routine is a powerful tool for self-care and for personal growth. So go ahead, prioritize yourself, embrace the beauty of a peaceful night routine. Sleep well and wake up refreshed, ready to conquer the world. Sweet dreams, and until next time on Journey to Jannah. Assalamu alaikum, my beautiful loves.